Hi, welcome back. In this video, we are going to create view and view model. As part of view, we will be creating activity layout using constraint layout. Select activity main.xml. So here you are seeing a text view which is already created. So I'm removing this. Creating material text field input layout and layout with this match parent and layout height is wrap content and giving an ID text first name, adding layout margin start 16 dp. Here you can see the text input layout is showing in red, so which means that constraint is not set and there is some error in this. Once we add constraints, then you will see this error going away. Setting up margin left 16 dp and margin top 100 dp. And margin end 16 dp. Also adding constraints. So currently the constraint to end of parent and start also parent. The subsequent text fields will be using the previous text field or text input layout as a parent, the start of or bottom of. So that way you can create a constraint between different text field or other objects. And also style using text input layout outlined box. And hint, I'm giving first name. So inside text field layout, creating a text input, edit text input. Similarly, here also I'm using layout width matching to parent and layout height is wrap content. So now copying this code and pasting as a separate input layout. So this way I can reuse all the content. So changing the name to last name and text hint changing to last name. So now you can see both previous text field and this new text field both are overlapping. So I need to move this text field to next to first name. So now changing the constraint to bottom of and adding previous text field as a constraint. So now you can see the text field move to 100 dp after. So reducing margin top to 16 dp. So now you can see both text fields are next to each other with lesser space. So similarly, I am going to use for other text fields which I will be creating for email, address, age and date of birth. For calendar, I'm adding icon here. So this way we can use date picker control or calendar control in the future videos. Adding material button. So here width currently I am giving 100 dp and height is wrap content. ID button insert. Text insert. Adding margin start and margin left. And margin top. Now adding constraints. Adding style is borderless button. Copying this button and pasting as new object for clear fields. So button clear. But changing bias to 180. Now you will see both buttons in adjacent view. Also you can see ID is highlighting in red. So there is some error in this. Also adding another constraint to end of button insert. You can see the layout contains all the fields and also button for insert and clear. It is running perfectly since we did not implement any event for insert or clear, so there will not be any action on it. Moving on to view model. Creating a new package for view model. So in this package we will be creating view model and view model factory. So creating a class for person view model. So importing person repository and implementing view model. Also implementing observable for data binding. Now creating object for persons from person repository. Creating bindable variables. Input first name, is a mutable live data string. So I'm creating for all other fields: last name, age, email, address, and date of birth. creating another variable for clear all. Now you can see some error is showing. So right click and implement members. So these two members we are going to override, but we are not going to implement any command in these two override function. Now creating function for clear fields. Clear all fields. Input first name equal to empty string. And input last name equal to empty string. Actually, we need to use dot value. Input first name dot value equal to empty string. Creating function for insert person. Here I am using view model scope for coroutines. View model scope dot launch. Inside the scope, calling person repository dot person repo insert and passing parameter as person. Now creating public function insert or update. So the reason we are creating this function, so this can be used for insert operation and update operation, but for currently we will be using it for insert. The other function we created, private function, will be called in this function. Before implementing the code, I am adding new variable called is update or delete. Currently setting as false. Now implementing the function, if is update or delete is true, call insert person and person object. So inside person object we are passing this input fields values. So input first name dot value not null, and last name, age, email, and address, and date of birth. Here you can see for age I have converted into to int. The reason in person class we have used age as integer, so I am converting into int. Now creating view model factory, person view model factory. So importing person repository, implementing view model provider dot factory, and creating override function for create. So inside the function, writing model class dot is assignable from person view model. Then return person view model repository as T. Throw illegal argument exception unknown view model. Now coming back to activity main.xml. So here I am going to bind data variables what we created in view model in this layout. So in order to do that, I am going to create layout. So this constraint layout comes under layout tag. So inside layout, I'm creating data tag and variable name equal to, I'm creating a person view model and type equal to referencing the view model what we created. So com.example dot room sample app dot view model dot person view model. Also copying this XML NS to layout section. Okay, I missed to add view model here. So now I'm adding binding variables in each text field. So in input edit text or text equal to a binding variable a person view model dot input first name. So I am applying same pattern for other text fields also. Now I'm adding on-click listener for buttons. So for insert, adding on-click. So I'm calling a function from view model, insert or update. For clear button, on-click, calling viewModel.clear all. Now running the application, but you can see error in lambda expression. Here, if you are using on-click event, so you don't have to use at equal to. So I'm removing equal symbol and running the application again. So now I'm able to enter all the fields, but when I click on insert or clear, there is no any event happening. The reason we did not implement any code in main activity. So we created model, view and view model, but implementation of view is not happened yet. So in next video, we will be looking at implementation of main activity and running the application. Thank you for watching my video.